Friends, a warm welcome again to this little series of messages of hope and encouragement that we're calling Coffee and Comfort, Tea and Truth. Maybe you just want to grab a coffee, cup of tea, and sit down for 2 minutes in the course of your day and just receive some encouragement. That's the aim of this little YouTube channel, that while we all ride out this pandemic, we will find truth, sustaining truth, reassuring truth, uplifting truth, encouraging truth, and hope in the Word of God and the little stories that I'm placing as illustrations in the midst. Let me just remind you, if you have a prayer request and you would like Joan and myself and the family of Harbour Light Church to be praying, then please put your prayer request underneath this little video screen there on the YouTube channel in the comments box, and we will be praying for you. Also, we do have a prayer line, a specific prayer line. If you would like us to be praying with you over the phone, then that prayer line is available too. And the number is 07368 459 411. Let me read that again so you can jot it down. 459 411, and the prefix is 07368. Let me read to you a story. You may well have heard it before, and I've used it a number of times in various sermon illustrations. I made a note of it in the book that I wrote, and let me read it to you. In ancient times, a king had a boulder placed on a roadway. He hid himself and watched to see if anybody would remove the huge rock. Some of the king's wealthiest merchants and courtiers came by and simply walked around it. Many loudly blamed the king for not keeping the roads clear, but none did anything about getting the stone out of the way. Then a peasant came along carrying a load of vegetables. Upon approaching the boulder, the peasant laid down his burden and tried to move the stone to the side of the road. After much pushing and straining, he finally succeeded. Then he noticed a purse lying in the road where the boulder had been. The purse contained many gold coins and a note from the king indicating that the gold was for the person who removed the boulder from the roadway. The peasant learnt what many of us have trouble understanding. Every obstacle presents an opportunity to improve our condition. That reminds me of one of my favorite scriptures, perhaps one of yours too, Romans 8:28. For God causes all things to work together for the good of those who believe. I trust that he's doing that in your life during this pandemic, or the obstacles that we face, the surreal season we find ourselves in. These are opportunities for God to use. There are opportunities for God to turn around for our good. It gives an opportunity to spend time with him that otherwise in the busyness of normal life we would not. Opportunities to maybe renew acquaintances over the phone or via email with people we've lost contact with. Opportunities to walk out in our neighborhoods and explore areas we've never previously explored. Opportunities just to sit in the garden, to hear the birds singing, to reflect again on the beautiful intimate relationship we have because of Jesus with the Creator of the universe. So whatever you're doing during this time, it is an obstacle that we're facing, but remember, God's going to use these obstacles in wonderful ways to change our heart, to change our life, to change our focus, maybe even to change our direction. Life will never be the same after this pandemic finishes. we trust it will be all the better. And whatever the Lord's timing as we move into those end times that we obviously are hearing so much about on the internet, and clearly these are critical times. All of these things that we have experienced, God will use to strengthen us, to embolden us, to enable us to be all the better for it. So remember the old story, friends, and remember Romans 8:28. For God causes all things to work together for the good of those who believe him and are called according to his purpose. Dear one, you're called. You're called. And you're in his hands. God bless you until next time.